Welcome to the 17-18 school year at SFC. If you're a returning student, it's great to have you back. If you are new, we're so excited to serve you. Today we're going to talk about some of the important behavior expectations we have for one another at Sioux Falls Christian. These expectations are set so we learn to respect our neighbor and classmates and show them the love God expects us to show them. Our vision is to love, go, grow, and glorify. And it is our hope that these expectations will help you learn how to love God and love other people as Christ expects us to. The first thing I want to visit with you about is hallway behavior and the expectations we have for you when you're in the hallways. There's a simple phrase that we use: quiet in and quiet out. When you're coming in from recess, we expect you to be quiet. As you go out, we expect you to be quiet. This is simply to respect the other learners in the building that are in class while you're going to and from recess. You'll see teachers as you come into the building. This is your cue to quiet down and prepare to learn. When you see a teacher reminding you to quiet down, please respect them and respect the other people in classrooms at that time. When you're coming to and from lunch, you'll see teacher monitors in the 1st and 5th grade hallways and the kindergarten hallway. They're there to make sure that you're being quiet and going to and from lunch in an orderly fashion. We do have consequences for those that need reminders, and your teachers will explain what those are when they get done showing this video to you. Remember, when the school day is happening, that is prime learning time. That means when you're going to and from specials, it's very important that you're quiet. This is to show respect to the other teachers and learners in the building who are in the classroom during that time. There will be days when we have indoor recess, like when it's too cold or if it's raining. We have expectations for indoor recess too. No quiet ball, but the nooks can be used for other reasonable reasons. Your grade level teachers will decide if you can go from room to room, but once you go to a room, you need to commit to that. When you go to the gym for recess, half the gym is going to be used for tag and other non-ball games, and the other half will be used for basketball and football or any other games with the ball. We want to make sure we take care of our recess equipment. We did a lot better last year, but we can do even better this year. We have to take care of the resources God has given us. So if you take something out, make sure you take it in. If you see something lying out, take it in for your grade level. But if you forget it and it gets brought to the office, it's going to be a while before you see it again. Manners are very important. We expect you to say please and thank you to everyone. Make sure you're using your manners with our kitchen staff, our office staff, our custodians, and your teachers. The best way we can show that we love our neighbor is by being polite to them. When you're in the lunchroom, we also have expectations. We want you to talk, we want you to visit with your friends. Lunch is a fun time, we want you to be social. But it's important that you listen to the teacher monitors if you get too loud, and it's also important that you pick up your trash when you leave. We want to make Isaac's job as our custodian as easy and smooth as possible. When you finish, remember, when you go back, before you go outside, you need to be quiet in the hallways. We do have consequences for students that don't meet expectations. If you do get a behavior ticket, the real reason is as a reminder for what the expectations are. There are some consequences for it. But most of all, we want to help you learn how to be obedient to God. We also want to communicate with your parents. So if you get a behavior ticket, your mom and dad will see it, and oftentimes I'll call home and communicate with them so we can make the best decision possible as far as teaching you what is right and what is wrong. Let's talk about bullying. Bullying is the opposite of neighbor loving and community building. It makes God sad when we're mean to each other with our words and our actions. But let's talk about what bullying isn't. Bullying is not arguments, and it's not a disagreement. Sometimes we just disagree, and that's okay. It's how we handle those disagreements that's important. We expect you to work through those disagreements or get a teacher to help you solve them. But there are obvious forms of bullying. If you see someone hitting or kicking, that's not right. If you see someone excluding a friend from a group and they say that they cannot play with you or someone else, and that happens over and over, that's bullying. We can also bully with words that hurt. Sometimes the way we look at people can be bullying. We can also bully people by ignoring them. These are all ways we bully people. And we need you to put a stop to that on the playground. One of the best ways to do it is get a good group of your friends and tell the bully to stop. If they don't, tell a teacher or tell your parents, and we'll take care of it right away. There are 4 places where you can go after school, and it's expected that you'll be at one of these 4 places so we know where you are. The first place you can go is to Kids Corner. The second place is out on the playground, waiting for your parents to pick you up. The third place is in a guardian's vehicle as you wait for siblings or your carpool. The fourth place is in the lunchroom, the elementary lunchroom, as you wait for your brother or sister or your carpool. Now, you can't play out front this year after school. As much as we'd like to let you, it just got too dangerous. However, at 3:30, if you want to take your parent or guardian out to the playground and play out there while they supervise you, that's fine. Once your brother or sister or your carpool comes, it's ready to go home, and we expect you to head your vehicles and head home at that time. All these expectations are to teach you to love God and to love your neighbor. We want Sioux Falls Christian to be a place where we build community and we love each other. If you follow these expectations, that's exactly what's going to happen. Can't wait for the school year to start. Can't wait to see you all on the playground or in the hallways. Have a great school year.